Sizzle start and chop with flair.
Cheers!
Fresh
Cheers!
ingredients, love in the air. Nourish your body, feel so fine. Healthy living every time.
Welcome to Dancing in the Kitchen, a cooking show with a twist. I'm Hannah Romanowski, your host, and we are here at the beautiful, historic Hidden City Ballroom in Point Richmond, California. Here, we help people cook on the dance floor and dance in their kitchen. But if you don't relate to being a dancer, that's okay, because really, it's about inspiring you to move through your life with joy, ease, and health. And what better ways to do that than through community, music, dance, laughter, and of course, delicious food that nourishes your body. If you think healthy food is bland or not interesting, banish that thought. You can eat delicious, satisfying foods that nourish the taste buds and nourish your cells. And that's what we're all about on Dancing in the Kitchen, helping you find nourishment in your kitchen and in your life so that we can all experience more joy and resiliency. This is actually our last episode of the year. We just launched this year in 2025, and we are celebrating the completion of our 30th episode. We're so delighted to have you here, and thank you for being a part of this journey. We're really proud of ourselves for this first year and everything we've learned, we've overcome, and we've accomplished. Every single episode, every single guest is very precious to us and had jewels of wisdom and joy and nourishment that we're so happy that we were able to share with you. Thank you for being a part of our journey. We can't wait until next year. We have new segments planned, we have new ideas for the show, and it's really exciting. So please continue to watch and support and share with your friends. Follow us, like us, comment. We would really appreciate that. It will help us grow our audience and share our message to the world with more and more people. This is the holiday season, and however you celebrate the holidays, we are all spending good, wonderful quality time with family, hopefully relaxing, even though this is a very busy time of year, and we're all eating a lot of food. One population that may have challenges around this time of year are people who are living with diabetes and pre-diabetes. The truth is, the statistics of those of us with diabetes and pre-diabetes is staggering, and there is so much we can do to reverse these trends in our health and in our society. And it's not about denying yourself these joys and pleasures of life, but making choices that are going to nourish you and also keep you healthy. And that's what we're here to share today. Before I invite on our guest, who's going to share ways to help you navigate the holidays in a healthy manner, I want to remind you to stay tuned for the next episode. And now let's invite on our guest. Karen Taylor is a health coach. She's a national board certified health and wellness coach at Brook Health, a company that helps people take control of their health. As a coach in Brook's diabetes prevention program, she helps people with pre-diabetes lose weight and reduce their risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Her coaching focuses on helping participants make long-term life changes, primarily in their food choices and physical activity. She became interested in coaching when she learned that she herself had prediabetes. A coach helped her discover lifestyle changes that were right for her, and now she inspires others through her coaching. Let's invite on a little holiday magic. Karen, I'm so delighted to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. I'm delighted to be here.
Yes. Well, and we know each other through the Hidden City
We do.
ballroom community because you yourself are a dancer as well.
I try. It's a hobby. Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, actually, your teacher's coming on, so
Yes.
he's going to be joining us in a little
Yes.
bit, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, he'll be great.
I am so happy to have you on because you specialize in working with people with prediabetes.
Yes.
Can you share a little bit, well, about the state of prediabetes in society and in people's health, and how you inspire people to make the lifestyle changes that help them?
Sure. Unfortunately, we in America don't have the best food culture. And so a lot of us are overweight, even obese, and it unfortunately becomes a higher percentage each year. And for many people, being overweight can lead to prediabetes. And if that's not put in check, then that can develop into type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
So I work for a company that helps people prevent diabetes when they have prediabetes. And we focus on losing weight through healthful eating and more exercise.
I love that. That's wonderful.
It's really rewarding, especially when people make changes that they've wanted to make for a long time.
Right.
And we help them make those changes and help them stick.
Uh-huh. And how was that experience for you when you were being coached to make these changes?
That's a great question. I was a little unusual in that most people who have prediabetes could benefit from weight loss. That wasn't my situation. I didn't need to lose weight, and so the coach sort of helped me on the side and helped me find ways of eating in a more timely manner throughout the day that got my prediabetes to go away. So I was really happy about that.
That is such an interesting point you bring up about the time. Can you say more about that?
Sure. For many people, including myself, I was eating many small meals a day. And for some people, and I turned out to be one of them, as you age, your insulin doesn't react as quickly as it used to. So by eating several meals a day, I was keeping my insulin at a high level almost all day long. So the coach advised me, instead of eating small meals throughout the day, to try going to 3 square meals a day. And that's what worked for me. For other people, it's better to eat small meals throughout the day. So that just shows that everyone's different.
How would you recommend people find out what works best for them, especially if they don't know that they have diabetes or have prediabetes?
Both are diagnosed by your doctor. So if your doctor is the one who would tell you if you have prediabetes or diabetes. Diabetes is a serious disease, and I'm actually not qualified to coach people who have diabetes, but I am qualified to coach people who have prediabetes. And the particular program that I work in, 100% of the people who participate in our program need to lose weight. And if you lose, in our program, 5 to 7% of your weight in about a year, you can reduce your risk of prediabetes by 60%. And if you lose a little more, you can reduce your risk even more. So weight loss is a big component of helping you reverse prediabetes.
And what are some tips you could give to people who may not even fall within that category, but they're just good, healthful tips that will help prevent prediabetes?
That's a great question, because a lot of the things we recommend are healthy for anyone.
Yes.
They don't have to be just reserved for people who have prediabetes. I think the number one thing I would recommend is to try to either reduce or cut junk food. We have a lot of junk food in this country because we're all on the go and we want to grab something fast, and that's generally not the healthy choice. And what's exciting about the way that we live in this country is we generally do have choice. And it's important to know that every time you are hungry and you're eating, you're making a choice about supporting your health or detracting from your health. So if you can cut the junk food, that would be the number one thing I'd recommend. And then number two, unfortunately, people don't like to hear this, but fruit and vegetables are probably some of your very best friends in terms of health.
They are.
Absolutely.
And they can be delicious.
Absolutely.
In fact, you're going to show us some recipes today that are really easy and
incorporate fruit and vegetables. Yes.
Fantastic.
In a healthy way.
Yeah. And I have another question before we get started.
Sure.
What role does creativity and joy play in your life when it comes to food and the kitchen? Because for some people, just dealing with food and cooking feels like a chore.
I hear you and I understand that. And a lot of people face what they feel like is a time barrier to cooking. I don't have time to cook, or I'm too tired when I get home from work. What worked for me, and it may not work for everyone, but it's worth trying if you're interested, is setting a time each week to devote to your health through eating. And that means making some plans about what you're going to eat for the week, then going shopping, coming home and maybe doing some quick preparation, washing the vegetables in advance, maybe cutting some vegetables in advance, maybe doing some batch cooking, which means cooking large amounts of things that you'll eat throughout the week, maybe a large batch of rice, a large batch of roasted vegetables that you can take for lunch or have sneak into dinner or something like that. So I generally cook on the weekends so that I don't have to cook during the week. And I've made it into a fun project, and I think that helps bring a lot of creativity and makes the time barrier feel like a lot less.
We all need opportunities in our lives, and we have busy, crazy lives where we're doing something for ourselves. For example, last night I went to a singing circle. It was fantastic, and it was just for me because it felt good, and it felt like an important ritual. For some people, it's going to dance class. For others, it's yoga, it's meditation, it's walking in nature. All of these are such beautiful practices. And that time that we spend, that you recommend once a week, spending time to think about the nourishment, the food, shopping, and having it being a mindful experience. And it can be just a very self-nurturing experience of mindfulness and a time to check in and check out of the rest of your life.
I totally agree. I mean, eating mindfully is something a lot of us are not that good at either. We eat very quickly and we're not really aware of how much or what we're eating. We just eat to satisfy the hunger.
Yes.
And being more mindful about it helps us slow down and enjoy the eating experience a lot more. And eating with other people is really important as well, as opposed to eating by yourself all the time or eating at your desk.
Right.
Because the healthy way to eat is to socialize while you're eating. That'll help you slow down and be more mindful about it as well.
Yes, that's very true. Yeah. I would add not eating in your car. And I have historically been guilty of that as a professional dancer, running around to rehearsals, to shows. Everything was on the go. And of course, this is true for many people's lives anyway, but I used to say my favorite restaurant was a Stoplight Cafe. I've developed better habits for that, including taking snacks with me that I make in advance, which actually you're going to show us some things that could fulfill that need.
Absolutely.
Shall we get started?
Yes, let's do.
All right.
So first thing we're going to make today is a pumpkin smoothie, and it's pretty easy. Ahead of time, cut up 2 bananas and put them in the freezer. Do you want to put those in the blender?
Sure.
And hopefully they'll come out.
Whoops. Oh.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And the next thing we're going to put in, we're going to put pumpkin and milk in. It's tricky to measure pumpkin by itself. So a trick I'm going to show you is we need a 1/2 cup of milk. So we're going to measure a 1/2 cup of milk. This happens to be soy milk. You can use any kind of milk you like. And because we need a 1/4 cup of pumpkin, a 1/2 cup of milk plus a 1/4 cup of milk equals
I'm sorry, what was that?
3/4 of a cup. So we're going to add enough pumpkin until the line of milk gets up to 3/4. And then we know we have a 1/4 of a cup of pumpkin that we added to our 1/2 cup of milk.
All right.
So now we're going to pour it all in there. And that's how that goes. And then now we're going to just do a 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice.
Can I just point out your measuring spoon? Look at that.
This is great because you can fit it into a spice jar.
So
and
important.
you move the lid here to the different measurements. So I love these measuring spoons.
Hubby, this is what I want for Christmas.
All right, guess what? It's time to blend, but I guess
Okay.
we should put the lid on first.
Yes, very important.
Is this the little dance we do during blending?
Oh, that looks delish.
And then if you want,
Ooh,
you can sprinkle a little more pumpkin spice on top,
yes.
just to make it,
Make it pretty and
fancy.
we're fancy.
Yes, we're fancy.
Oh, so lovely.
Cheers, Hannah.
Cheers, Karen.
Enjoy.
Mm.
It's pretty good.
It's very good.
It's pretty good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's satisfying. All right, so what's next?
Next, we're going to make some cranberry relish. And we are not going to cook the cranberries for several reasons.
Tell me more.
One reason is that it's a lot easier.
That's the best reason.
That's a good reason.
It's
The
a
other
good-
reason is cranberries have a ton of vitamin C. And unfortunately, vitamin C gets depleted when you heat whatever the food is that has the vitamin C in it. So we are going to get the full benefit of vitamin C from these cranberries and from an orange by using them raw and not cooking them.
Perfect. I love that.
So we're going to make a 1/2 recipe.
Okay.
We're going to use all of these cranberries.
All right.
And then we are going to peel an orange and use the orange peel.
Oh.
And I brought a peeler.
Okay.
And I washed this already. Now, you can cut the orange up and put the whole orange in. But some people find the pith underneath the skin bitter. So to avoid that, you can just peel the orange and put the orange peel in, and then we'll cut the pith off separately and then add the orange once we cut off the pith. So I'm doing this kind of quickly. Thank you.
Yeah,
It seems to be flying in all directions.
It smells so good.
It does smell good, doesn't
Yeah.
it? The other thing you want to do, believe it or not, there's a little bit of oils in citrus peels, like lemon peel and orange peel and tangerine peel. And by peeling it right over the mixing bowl, you're getting some of those citrus oranges to go in the bowl. And you're not missing them by doing it on a cutting board. You can do it on a cutting board, but you're getting the full benefit of the orange. I learned a trick recently from a cooking show. I watch a lot of cooking
I
shows.
love cooking shows.
Like this one, actually. To use a serrated knife when you're peeling in a whole orange.
Oh.
I used to use a chef's knife because that's what I learned when I took a knife class. But this particular recipe recommended a serrated knife, and I find it does work a whole lot better than a chef's knife. So what we're doing now is we're just going around and taking most of the pith off from the outside of the orange. And it smells good too, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Too bad they can't smell through TV.
Oh, smell-o-vision.
Yes, that would be
supposed to be
great.
a thing?
So now we're just going to cut the orange into segments and add that into our food processor. Now, cranberries. Oh, we can add the cranberries too.
Okay, both of them, yes?
Yep, go ahead. Dump them in. That's 6 ounces of cranberries. It's a half of a bag of fresh cranberries. Now, cranberries are kind of tart. So most cranberry recipes have a lot of sugar in them. And yes, sugar is a plant food, but it's highly refined. And so you want to stay away from white sugar if you can. And a great natural sweetener is the whole fruit of a date. So we are just going to throw in some dates in here, and we're going to put in about 10 dates. That may seem like a lot. These are Deglet Noor dates.
They're my favorite replacement for sweeteners.
And they're really yummy. You can also, guess what? Here's a pit. So it's really good to not throw it in without checking first. Okay, let's put in one more for good measure.
All right.
And guess what? That's all the ingredients.
That's it? Oh my
That's
goodness.
it. There we are, cranberry relish.
Fantastic.
And let's give it a try.
Let's.
Here are a couple of spoons.
Okay.
Go for it. You can have the first taste.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
It is.
We could probably do it a little bit more, but it's however, finely you want it ground.
That was so nice and lovely and easy.
Easy.
What would
And-
you put this on?
Oh, definitely have it with like a Thanksgiving meal or a Christmas meal. It's great to put on yogurt in the morning. You can use it as a spread on toast, or you can put it on a sandwich, like let's say you have a turkey sandwich, or even a ham sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
So lots of different uses for it. Or if you make thumbprint cookies, this would be good for the inside instead of using jam.
Oh,
You can use this
that's a nice
cranberry
one.
relish.
There's so many easy ways to add healthful foods into dishes that we enjoy.
Yes, absolutely.
It really doesn't take a lot. You just add a little bit here, a little bit there. Like adding this to cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it adds up.
It does, absolutely.
Well, thank you for
You're welcome.
showing us this recipe. I'm
You're
going to
welcome.
put it in a nice little bowl.
Good.
And then we're going to move on to the next one.
Yeah, the last one. Ready?
All right, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
I wanted to mention that the pumpkin smoothie recipe is by Toni Okamoto. She has a great website called Plant-Based on a Budget.
Love it.
And a lot of great recipes there, and that's where the pumpkin smoothie recipe came from. And the cranberry relish recipe with the oranges and dates came from Forks Over Knives, which is another great site with lots of free healthy recipes.
Yeah.
And this last recipe we're going to do is by a woman by the name of Kiki Nelson, and she calls these candy bar bites.
I love it.
But they're healthy.
Yes.
So dates are a theme that we're doing today, and we're going to take some dates and just lay them on our cutting board here. And you can do however many dates you want. We're going to take a scoop of peanut butter and put it in a little Ziploc baggie. Maybe 2 scoops of peanut butter just to be fun. And spatulas work great, small spatulas, when you're scooping out peanut butter. This peanut butter is 100% peanuts and a little bit of salt. If you can, that's what you want to try to stick with. You want to try to stay away from the peanut butters that have a lot of extra ingredients in them.
Like sugar.
Like sugar, or added fat even.
Ooh, how unnecessary.
I know, because
Peanuts.
peanuts have really healthy fat in them already. So what we're doing is we're going to cut a very tiny triangle off the end of this bag. And then we're going to use the bag to squeeze this peanut butter onto these dates. However you want to. You can do it in a straight line. You can do it as a squiggle. However it comes out works. And so we are squeezing this peanut butter onto each date. And You don't want to put too much peanut butter in the bag because then it gets a little unwieldy. But you want enough that you can squeeze out of the bag. I suppose you could also do this with a knife if you didn't really want to squeeze it out of the bag, but it's just so much fun.
It
to
is
squeeze it out of
fun,
the bag.
right?
So then you can take some mini chocolate chips.
Yes.
And these are dark chocolate, which is really healthy for you with not a lot of sugar. And you can just add the chocolate chips to the peanut butter before it gets too dry. It probably won't dry out too much anyway. And if you love chocolate, you can obviously put more chocolate chips on than I'm putting on. But there you are, candy bar bites.
That's all
just
you
that,
need.
That's all you need.
Yes. Oh,
Cheers.
cheers.
And all at once. Pretty good. It tastes like a candy bar.
It tastes like a candy
It's
bar.
amazing.
Without all that horrible stuff they
That's true.
add.
So cheers to quickly making your own very
Candy
sweet
bars.
candy.
That was beautiful. Thank you for that share. All
And
of
you
these
can
shares.
be really fancy and put them in these cute little holiday cups
Love it.
and give them as gifts.
Oh, that's
To
a
yourself.
Great idea. That's the best. Well, thank you so much,
Oh, you're
Karen,
welcome. It's
for-
been my pleasure.
Yeah, this has been wonderful. Yeah, and such helpful, easy recipes.
Easy. That's the
Yes.
key. It doesn't have to be anything complicated to taste great.
Are you going to stick around for our next episode?
Absolutely.
'Cause
I
we
wouldn't
got-
miss it.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to have a lot of fun. So, audience, please stick around. And we're going to be bringing on a new guest and celebrating the holidays all together with some good cheer.
Sounds great.
Healthy living made easy. We cook it up and keep it breezy. From your kitchen to your plate. Good vibes get away. Healthy living made easy. Taste the joy, it's all so cheesy.
Want to learn more about products featured on Dancing in the Kitchen? Visit danceanddish.com to get in touch, or join the Dance and Dish community on Patreon for behind-the-scenes content and exclusive details about our favorite products.